Okay, now, you guys ready for this? Straight from MIT, made in Taiwan. That is the man whose first name is amazingly as short as his last. Please give it up for Jim Lee.
Thank you, sorry. Good evening, everybody. My name is Jim Lee, and yes, I'm from Taiwan. Kind of right this microphone, I guess. Actually, I do comedy because friends all say, Jim Lee, your English is a joke. No, really, they say that. No, actually, I do comedy by mistake. I think I signed up for ESL class, but the classmate waited 8 weeks before telling me it's a comedy class. That the beach. Yeah, I learned this word. I also learned things like, thanks, I'll be here all week, try the beer. I also learned things like, some big erection coming in November. You probably get that every day, sir. Actually, my English is quite fine, thank you very much. I guess when you're Asian, the stereotype of having a bad accent just goes with the territory, you know? I mean, it amazes me how many people still think that, you know, we're bad drivers, we own laundromats, and we have small dicks. Well, I'm here to tell you that in my case, well, 2 out of 3 aren't true. Yeah, sorry ladies, I start traffic school next week. I could use a ride later, so. I mean, and what is it about people always say that Asians all look alike? I mean, if this were the case, why would we even need police sketch artists? I mean, could you imagine a police officer taking that report? All right, Mom, let's see. You said the perpetrator was short, had black hair, brown, squinty eyes, crooked teeth, and a camera around his neck? That's great. That should narrow it down to, I don't know, 2 to 3 billion people? But I guess it wasn't all bad looking all alike because, you know, on Halloween I could always go back to the houses with the really good candy. Jeez, honey, there sure are a lot of ninjas this Halloween. Can't blame people for thinking the way they do because, you know, the only exposure to Asian culture they probably had was American Idol's William Hung and those poorly dubbed kung fu movies. You guys remember those, right?
We love them!
Yeah, me too. Except my problem was, how come they always sounded like either Karnak, ooh, your kung fu is quite good, but mine is far superior. Or they sounded like John Wayne. Yo, Charlie, the rebels are gathering at the fortress. Let's go. Now, speaking of dubs, I spent some time living in Taiwan, and I caught a few American shows dubbed into Chinese, and they're just as bad as here. I mean, for instance, there's this American classic, 你在讲什么? Willis? And occasionally you'll catch an American porn movie there. Although, instead of, oh God, they change it to, oh Buddha, oh Buddha. I think my favorite episode I caught was the Simpsons Thanksgiving show. I mean, they've got this huge spread, everybody's talking about Kung Pao turkey and cranberry fried rice. I could really have those things there. And is it just me, or does anybody else ever wonder if Marge Simpson has blue hair on other parts of her body? Does the rug match the drapes? Just something to think about on the ride home today. Not right now, sir. Later. Okay. You also catch a lot of breast enlargement cream ads in Taiwan. Now, I'm no rocket scientist, but wouldn't these special creams also make your hands bigger as well after using them? I had a cousin who tried it, right? And now her boobs aren't any bigger, but she is now Taiwan's #1 thumb wrestler. Now, the reason I was in Taiwan was because I got hired by this radio station, and occasionally we got to do baseball games. And the best thing about doing a ball game in a foreign country is you don't have to get the names right at all. I mean, sometimes you just crank up the mic, drop a few coins on the counter, and those ching chang chong sounds they make sound just like a ball player's Of course, when there was a wang or dong in the game, we really had to improvise. So, let that joke settle in. Okay, you guys got it. Okay. I remember this one game we did. It sounded like we were doing a bad Abbott and Costello rerun. We had Wu on first, Wang on second, and we don't know on third base. But the truth is, doing a ball game in Taiwan was really easy. I mean, a typical call kind of went like this. Chan into the windup, and the pitch to Chan. Chan hits a ground ball up the middle, speared by the shortstop. Chan flips over the second baseman. Chan over to the first baseman. Chan, Chan to Chan to Chan. A double play. I see that I still have some time, so I'm going to try this joke out. First time, really, serious. This is for my coworkers who are here tonight, because we get a lot of shit because our company is run by Scientologists, okay? No, that's not the joke, okay? But the first thing you tell people that, they always think like, shit, man, is that some kind of a cult where you like worship heads of lettuce or something? And I'm like, no, dude, we're smarter than that. We just worship what's in season, you know? Like this week, it's the rutabaga. And you can just imagine what the grocery strike did to our sales meetings. That really fucked us up. You know, without fresh produce, it's just not the same. But I'm going to wrap by saying I want to thank you guys for my 5 minutes up here. It lasted a lot longer than many of my sexual encounters. But they did laugh a lot louder, so I don't know if that's good. With some words of wisdom from Confucius, who said, "Damn, the Buddha was one fat son of a bitch."